Do you feel like you would have enjoyed life more in the medieval times? And what do you think your role would have been?
I'd be a knight, and growing up in that society, like you believe the Dark Ages and blah blah blah, it's all lies. It's an attack on Christianity. Knights never even told white lies. If you research this, they never told one white lie. Everyone was just good. Everyone was faithful to their wife and family unit, like 99%. You and I, we would never even swear, right? We wouldn't say fucking bitch, cunt this. We wouldn't say any of that. We'd just be grown up different, right? The criminals in that society, they were just fucking drunks of the town. They weren't even that bad. Now you got like 15-year-old dudes in Chicago that are way scarier than a fucking OG gangster. They're the ISIS. They're not even organized. They're boom, 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 boom. Now it's the this is ghost town. Now it's anyone can die anywhere. You get stabbed anytime, and then they'll put on TV, you can die from someone's knee being on your neck. No, you can't. I worked 5 years as a bouncer. You know what? Ask any bouncer you know, security guard at nightclubs. All of them that have clocked in 2 to 5 years have had their knees on someone's neck for over 45 an hour sometimes, with other dudes holding the other limbs. I've had my knee on 1,000 black dudes' necks. Not one of them died. On Molly, on Xan, on GHB, they're on everything. They're sweating. The fuck?
You're kind of popular.
Hey, I'm in the middle of a podcast thing.
Okay, just message me.
Yo, let me tell you something.
But
I make more money than you.
you shit on the entire Muslim.
Yo, what the fuck? Okay, this is my brother's really angry that I'm shitting on the Muslim community. He just keeps attacking me. I'm not. I think I'm gonna get jumped by my uncle, and
So the family reunion is going to be a little...
they've never been more mad than I forgot who snitched on me, but I think my little cousin. They don't like the attacking Muslims thing. They're like, "Yo, you're attacking us," and I'm like, "No, I'm not." You know.
You mentioned vessels earlier when you said pushing a message via music, via,
Thank you so much for this.
let's say, you said music is one of them, as well as comedy. What are these other vessels? How are they used? And what is their
What
efficacy?
vessels like comedy?
Yeah, you said, for example, if you had power and you would push this message of, let's say, for example, slapping kids, and you use the vessel of comedy and you use the vessel of music and
Science is
these
all
other
that, yeah.
vessels, etc. So can you expand more on that concept? What do these vessels hit? Why are they effective, if they're effective at all?
Just like Hitler said, if you want them to believe you, the masses, he's a populist, like Trump and all those guys that are true populists. Trump dumbs down what he's trying to say so he can reach a wider audience. Like, people think he talks dumb. If you talk to him off camera, it's a way different pace. It's a way different vocabulary. I'm not saying he's like a linguistic fucking genius. I'm saying it doesn't sound like he's giving a speech. But the populist understands tone, messaging, to smash into your diurnal, nocturnal pulse and really affect you through the ether, through the mental plane. But Hitler said, if you want a lie to consume the masses, you just repeat it and repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, but only if it's huge. The lie has to be huge. That's repetition. It's a poetic type of synchronization to the psyche. There's repetition. There's rhyme, right? Because rhyme is, every time it pings off a rhyme, it's actually smashing a memory. Like, it's, memories will come like boop, and it rhymes with a bing, bing, it'll hit harder. Imagery, all that, and a lot of people don't know they're doing it. Well, they try and they don't get what's happening. Then there's informative style, like the way liberals do it, where, hey, I'm Hassan Piker, and you put a knee on someone's neck and they're gonna die because, like, when they're not ripping off people and beating up pregnant women and snorting fentanyl, they're out saving the world. And Informative is like a lot of channels that are boring. The informative is the easiest one to beat. Like if you saw Andrew Tate's first week on the internet, he consumed the left. Like he literally, if they had to censor him because he's blowing up too fast, because informative and leftist type thinking is way too boring. And boring does mean dishonest, by the way. The truth is so fucking interesting. You know what the truth about black people is? They're like this much of the Americans, like minority. I forget the percent. What's the percentage?
I believe it's around 13%.
13%, and they do over half the crime. These niggas is on overtime, you know? See, that uncomfortable truth, no one can turn off the fucking channel right now. Oh, I'm so offended, oh my God. Why are you offended? And if I had masked it and buried it with political correct talk, would you be offended? No, you wouldn't. But would you know the same information? Fuck no! Well, the black community has had socioeconomic problems ever since redlining and the crack epidemic.
I mean, that is true,
Give
though.
me a fucking break. The truth slices through everything. And the beautiful thing about the truth is it doesn't actually get suppressed, right? Even if 10 years pass with censorship and stuff, it comes back stronger every time. Just look at the right wing through Trump, right? It got suppressed with the Obama administration, 8 years. And then people are like, he's not even doing anything for the black community. He's like fucking made the rainbow White House, right? You know, the White House is now black. No, it went rainbow. He did LGBT stuff, turned everyone trans through fucking affecting mainstream and social media. Everyone turned gay. Look, 40% of Zoomers are fucking gay. Obama boomed the rainbow everywhere. And everyone's just like, yeah, but he's black. No, that's like the whitest president in history. The white dudes do the gay shit usually, right? You think, you know, the gay community are all from minorities. Oh, we love BLM, BLM, BLM. Niggas hate you guys. Go to the hood, bro. Niggas are straight as fuck. So it's like, it's not compatible, all right? That's why you'll see some, look, what I'm trying to say is, it's all a sham. If any channel you watch that's politically correct, you're just frozen in time waiting for the truth. And the truth might hit you hard. If I gave a white identity movement speech right now and made it comedic and sliced through everything, just made it just hit. Young boys who've been watching their girlfriends get fucked, little soy boy white boys for 10 years who've had enough and they don't know why they're having suicidal thoughts, they interpret that suppression, that self-aggression, which is depression. How do they interpret a white identity message? Aggressively, because it hits all at once and they go, oh, these black guys, I hate these N-words, and they turn into bloodthirsty people. Very few, like very tiny, because white people are so general. But the point is, if you run from the truth, it's gonna, before it frees you, it's gonna put you in the material world's cage, because you're gonna act like an animal. You won't know what to do. You give someone who's not politically correct like me, white identity facts, like, oh, it's cool, yeah, white people don't do that much crime. Yeah, it's not like I want to fucking go lock up black people and go crazy, you know what I mean? It's like the fucking truth. I'm used to the truth. I do this with bouncers 5 years, right? We'd have smoke breaks, we talk about it all the time. That censorship and suppression is not because they don't want the truth out, because the ruling class knows it's coming out. It always comes out. They know who God is. The suppression is a order out of chaos, where they stranglehold you with order before chaos, and then they reorganize society, right? They've done it through every revolution, and they control both sides usually. But when there's mass censorship happening for a decade, it's building to something. And you really think the ruling class is dumb? No, they go right to control the controlled opposition, whatever it's building to. If it's building to a socialist hellhole, they immediately start funding people like Hassan Piker and stuff, and they start getting their clowns in check. And then they lead that movement. But before they lead it, it's a Hegelian dialect. You bring two groups of people who hate each other. You make two groups of people who are tolerant of each other, hate each other. There's so much bloodshed and friction and war of attrition. There's so much bloodshed that everyone says, stop, we don't want war anymore. We need peace. And now there's peace and diversity. The ends justify the means to these people. Does that make sense?